Oh my God, it's a miracle. Here's the neighbor's house with his illegal garden. You see it there? Anyway, it's a miracle because I'm out walking and their dogs are not accosting me and barking their heads off. It's amazing. I'm walking down real quick because I need to go to the store. And my husband's gone, and I thought, oh, now's the time for me to walk down and go get my car from my son's house that he had been working on for me. I think I told you guys about it. It's, I think, an 87. No, 80, maybe like an 82, 87. Is it 87? Anyway, 80 something, I can't remember. Malibu Classic, and my dad gave it to me a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, and it's been sitting broken for ages. And I thought, well, it's kind of nice, and since I need to go to the store anyway, I'll go down and pick it up because my son was going to clean it out, and so he was still holding on to it, but he's gone to Michigan, and I just need to go get it out. Get it. I need it. So I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to be selling that car if anybody's interested in it. I have decided to go ahead and let it go. It is a collector's item, and it is in beautiful condition. And so while it is still in beautiful condition, I'm going to go ahead and let it go and buy myself something newer, used, more economical, maybe like that little VW that I've been driving. So I thought, well, we'll go for a little walk, and I'll show you guys some historic properties on our way. Um, I talked to my mom just a minute ago, and she's about where I was at yesterday, finally. And she said that my brother was really terrible to her last night, and she's just hanging around there to wait for the bed to get delivered. And then after all that paperwork and everything and all the trouble that we went through, they only financed him for $600. And that's only enough to buy the mattress. It's not enough to buy the adjustable pedestal part. So finally, he's got his father on the phone, and maybe you can get him to cut loose with the cosign or a partial down payment or something, which is all that I was trying to get him to do yesterday, but he couldn't be bothered to even talk to me about it for 5 minutes. I would love to buy this house. It's for sale. It's that rock house right there, and then it has like an old, I don't know what that is, like a shed or something, but then like a little carport and a little like old roadhouse on the property. I know you can't hardly hear me, but I would like to have that house. And this is my, that yellow one right there, is my son's great-grandmother's house. It's called the Magdalene House, and it is one of the oldest houses in Magdalena. And now the marshal lives there, who is my son's cousin. It used to be gray, and it had a lot of garden in the front because the old man gardened, but they cleaned all that out, and it's really a pretty house. I don't dig his wife, but it's a pretty house. So we're going to walk down here. So anyway, she said that she was just waiting on the bed to get delivered, and then she was going to leave, and she probably won't be going back for some time now either. And I said, you know, Mom, it's fine. I said, we have Geneva there. Our job is done. We've done all that we can do to help the ungrateful guy. And, you know, and if you continue to let him abuse you like that, you know, you're just, it's never going to stop. You know, if we both don't just say, you know what, you're not going to treat me like that, or I will not spend time with you. While we were on the phone, we sat and figured out that between the two of us with groceries, gas for both of us. Oh, look at this. I love this house, and they have like those green bottles all lined up on the porch. I bet you that's beautiful inside when the sun goes through. I said, if you continue to do it, and allow him to keep abusing you every time that you come. I said, and the point is, we have Geneva there now. We don't need to be worrying about it, and our job is done. You know, we don't need to deal with it. I love the side of their house. Look how pretty. I like those brick windows. These are all old houses. Every house is not going to go. This one's neat too. This one belongs to a friend of mine, and he's been working on it for years, and he never has lived in it. He lives in that airstrip, but he has that neat little adobe. Now he's almost 200 years old. So she's going to be coming home, and I did leave my microphone there, and she found it. She's going to bring it back. And so hopefully, you know, I said, Mom, we've got other stuff to be doing. My mom told me that on Sunday when her birthday, it was the 28th of July, and it was my mom's 70th birthday. I had been up there during the week to do something for my brother, and then my mom went, and she was there for a few days. And that was her birthday, and my brother never even said happy birthday to his mother that day. And the thing was, is we were planning a little surprise party, and she left. And so then when she got back, you know, the people that were going to be here weren't here anymore. And so, and then it was middle of the work week and stuff when she got back. And so she didn't even get to have a little party, you know. But she gives everybody a party, at least a cake and ice cream and dinner, you know, what you want to eat or whatever. Okay, I'm almost there. I don't want to run out of time because, but if I do, I'll just start a new one because I want to show you the old hotel up here. So, I don't know, it's sad, you know. You can, you know, like I said, I love my brother to with my heart. When my little brother was little, I didn't go anywhere without him. I started babysitting my little brother when we were latchkey kids, you know, and I started babysitting my little brother when I was 10 years old, and day in and day out, that was what my job was. I was like just a little house mom. I did all the housework. I took care of my brother, took care of the animals. That house where I showed you yesterday was where I started being a little grown-up at 10 years old, you know. And I carried my brother everywhere I went. I didn't put him in a wheelchair. I carried my brother till he was 15 years old, till I couldn't pick him up anymore, you know. I don't know. It's just very sad that, and I also have determined that some of my brother's resentment with me is the fact that I did move out, and I kind of left him behind. And you know, when it was time for me to leave home, and my mother was in a pretty dysfunctional relationship at the time. They were both alcoholics. My mom was not a heavy drinker, but she drank every day. She was a bartender, and her husband was a heavy Scotch drinker, and he would turn into a real idiot. And it was just a dysfunctional situation, like so many are. This used to be one of my best friends. That was her grandma's house. It was called the Mountain House. This up here is where we're going. Up here to this old house. The one that we're going to was built in 1920. I used to live in it, but now my son and the man that he caretakes and a bunch of other people live in there. And right next to it is the big old hotel that I used to work at. And it is really pretty. It's a historic property that I was the site manager there for 7 years, and saw it through a complete renovation, and then it was a tax credit low-income housing for a while, but it lost its tax credit status. This is the house that was built. There's my over here. But these trees over here. But over here is the old hotel in Magdalena. It's now called the Someday I'll take you guys show you. It's really pretty. And then that over there used to be the hospital. And then this house right here, the lady that owned the Hall Hotel, and her husband started the renovation, and sadly, he passed away while they were renovating it. But that house was incredible inside. She had such neat stuff in it. They'd been all over the world because her husband worked for the World Bank, and they had all kinds of neat stuff because they'd been everywhere, you know. Okay, so here's my car, Caprice Classic. Look how pretty. I mean, it's in good shape. And now where is my key? I think my son said, oh, here it is. He was going to leave it in the gas tank. Now, how do I? Okay. Awesome. That's how we do it in the country. Now let's pray this baby starts. Oh, he locked it up too, bless him. Last time I had been by here, the windows and everything was open, and I thought, oh, I hope he didn't leave it all. Well, he told me that I could drive it, but it looks like, is that the air filter sitting there? What? Surely he wouldn't leave that like that. Let me shut this off and go check.